Okay, so what use have you been making of Blackboard Instant Messenger?
Well, I've been using it now since September, and the way that we've used it in careers is that we've tried to use it to help improve our access to students. So obviously traditionally what we do is face-to-face, but obviously we're conscious that a lot of students want help online, and we've actually been using it to give information and advice to students on careers. So we've been doing it about twice a week during term time, and I used it in the Easter holidays as well, obviously when students were away, and we had actually quite a lot of interest in it over the holidays. So it's just a much more accessible way for students to get help without them physically having to be here on the site, and it's, compared to email, it's instant, so they're getting the instant advice when it's convenient to them.
Okay, and how has it helped you in your work?
It's been, I mean, obviously the majority of my work traditionally is face to face, and it's been very different for me. It's really been quite a transition moving over to giving advice using an instant messenger tool. I think it's helped me because I feel like the students can access the help more effectively when it's convenient to them. Like for some of them, actually coming into careers maybe they're not comfortable with doing that, and it's a way for them to find out about the service without having to come in. So they're kind of getting a taste of it and the help that's here before coming in. So I feel it's really improved our access for students. I feel that we can actually do quite a lot online and make better use of the face-to-face time as well. And if we can get people started online as well with things, I think that's really useful for students and clients.
And what's the feedback been from students?
We haven't really done anything formally, but obviously when I started using it, after each session I would ask the students what they thought about it, and they really liked it. They said it had been really helpful, and they liked the way that they could get advice instantly. So, but that's been on quite an informal basis, and I think for me I've been quite encouraged that students are actually using it. When we run a session, we generally get 2 or 3 students in a session. The most I've had is 5 using it. So the fact that they're actually using it, I think, is encouraging, really. And what I found is as well that people are starting to open up a bit more on there. So like the other week I was using it, and a student had come in with a query about covering letters, but actually as this discussion went on, they then wanted to get help about work experience. So it really does mimic what we probably do in a face-to-face, where they come in with an initial query and then you start asking questions and the conversation really develops. And for me, I didn't kind of think that I'd be able to do that initially with an instant messenger tool, but it's really brought home actually you can replicate what you're doing face-to-face.
Okay, so how does it improve, or is it a change from face to face?
Yeah, I mean obviously you can't read somebody's body language, and it's really important that you clarify as well online so to say that someone says something on their instant chat, it's really important that you double check what they're saying. So is this what you mean, or is this what you're saying? So I'm always try to check that we're on the same lines, we're thinking the same thing. Yeah. I think it potentially for students and clients it could be seen as a bit safer. It's not as intimidating as actually coming in and walking into an office to get help. So
you just use a chat tool, don't you?
Yeah,
is there
just
any reason
chat.
that you don't use the video capability?
I guess because I'm in a shared workspace, so obviously the video with the talking, it would not be appropriate for me to do that, because obviously when I'm working with clients it's confidential. So I haven't used that, and I don't really feel I can use that in my workspace that I'm in at the moment. I guess for me the next stage would be using the Collaborate tool to get maybe students work on the screen or their application form or CV, and using the chat tool to give feedback. But I haven't quite done that yet. I've just wanted to get used to the instant messenger tool first.
Okay, thank you.